Have you ever imagined something as surreal as the minions could be real? Well, NASA has discovered something that shook the scientific world, and the secrets go far beyond what you can imagine. It all began just a few weeks ago during a routine mission in the South Pacific. A team of NASA researchers spotted an island that wasn't on any map. For those who believe the planet has already been fully explored, this alone would have been an impressive discovery. But what they found there, well, the story is much darker and more unbelievable. They weren't just dealing with unexplored geography. They were facing something that could rewrite the history of humanity. Why had this island remained hidden for so long? Could it be some sort of natural phenomenon, like fog or magnetic currents, that made it difficult to locate? Or was something far more mysterious at play? These questions were just the beginning of a tale that defies logic and pushes the boundaries of imagination. What happened next transformed this simple expedition into one of the greatest secrets of the modern world. As they approached the island, they realized it was unlike anything they had ever seen. The vegetation seemed exotic, as if it had been taken straight out of a science fiction novel. Trees with luminescent leaves, plants that emitted sounds, and animals that appeared to belong to another era. Some species, upon analysis, should have been extinct for millions of years. Could the island be some sort of bubble from the past? And why had it never been discovered before? These questions began to haunt the team. As they explored the terrain, they noticed it wasn't just untouched. It possessed characteristics that defied modern biology. The trees, for instance, were extraordinarily tall, with roots that formed underground labyrinths. Some researchers claimed to feel a peculiar energy, almost as if the place was alive. The animals, in turn, displayed strange behavior, watching the humans with an unsettling intelligence. All of this gave the impression that they were being monitored, as if the island had its own defense mechanisms. This environment, so rich in mysteries, already felt like the discovery of a lifetime, but the true shock was yet to come. During the exploration, one of the scientists, separated from the group, stumbled upon a cave in the heart of the island. What he saw inside defied all known logic. Small yellow creatures that looked incredibly similar to the minions from animated movies. He rubbed his eyes, thinking it was some kind of illusion, but those creatures were alive, moving, and even making sounds similar to the famous fictional characters. But how was this possible? Could they be the result of genetic experiments? Upon closer observation, the scientist noticed that the minions exhibited highly organized behaviors, functioning almost like small societies. They were divided into groups, with some handling specific tasks like gathering food, while others seemed to communicate in more complex ways. The cave was filled with tunnels and compartments decorated with unknown materials. Could these be signs of their own unique culture? This discovery raised profound questions about the extent of these creatures' intelligence. Still in shock, the scientist captured the first images before alerting his team. These photos, although classified to this day, revealed details that defied any logical explanation. The overwhelming sense of standing before something impossible was undeniable. The scientist alerted the rest of the team, and within minutes, the area was surrounded by military helicopters that appeared out of nowhere. In an extremely organized and methodical operation, the minions were captured and transported to Area 51, the most secretive location in the United States. The operation was so swift that it became clear this wasn't the first time something like this had happened. How many other secrets does Area 51 hide? And why were these creatures taken there? Some of the researchers who initially believed they were on a simple scientific expedition now found themselves surrounded by armed soldiers who gave them explicit orders. Absolute silence. No one could mention the discovery outside the boundaries of the operation. Any attempt to disclose the information would be treated as an act of treason. For some scientists, this approach raised even greater suspicions. If these creatures were so dangerous or significant, what else might the government be hiding? And why was the level of security so intense? The mystery surrounding the military operation only deepened the fascination and fear about these small yellow creatures. Inside Area 51, scientists from around the world were summoned to analyze the minions. The initial analyses revealed something astonishing. Their biological composition was incredibly advanced, far beyond any species known on Earth. Some theories suggested they might be of extraterrestrial origin, while others proposed they could be an ancient species that had survived in isolation on that island. The first reports, highly classified, mentioned the presence of DNA sequences never before seen in any other living organism. This discovery sparked a frenzy within the scientific community. Some researchers believed the minions could hold the key to unlocking groundbreaking advances in biotechnology and medicine. Others, more cautious, warned that tampering with such an enigmatic species could lead to catastrophic consequences. The debate within Area 51 was intense, but one thing was certain. The minions were not simple creatures. They represented something much greater, something humanity was not yet prepared to fully comprehend. A curious fact is that the minions seem to communicate with each other in their own language, a mix of sounds and gestures. Linguists have been trying to decipher what they are saying, but so far, progress has been minimal. Could it be an evolved language or just something instinctive? What draws even more attention is that these creatures demonstrate intelligence. They can solve simple problems and even use rudimentary tools, bringing them closer to us, humans. Some of the scientists who observed the minions noted that their collective behavior was surprisingly advanced. They exhibited task organization, something typically only seen in social species like ants or bees. However, unlike these insects, the minions appeared to have unique personalities. Some were more curious and playful, while others were cautious or even protective. This suggested they were not merely instinct-driven, but possessed some level of individual consciousness. Attempts to decode their language revealed complex patterns, composed of sounds and facial expressions that varied depending on the context. It was as if they were discussing or planning something among themselves. This discovery shed new light on the possibility that these creatures were much more than simple biological beings. They could be intelligent with their own culture. As weeks passed, leaks began to surface on the internet. Employees from Area 51, despite the risk of severe repercussions, shared photos and videos showing minions in controlled environments being studied by scientists. In some of the images, the creatures can be seen interacting with everyday objects like pens, computers, and even toys. This only fueled further speculation. Were they the true owners of Earth in a distant past? Or were they visitors from another world? These leaks triggered a storm of conspiracy theories. Some people believe the minions could be the missing link in human evolution, a type of forgotten ancestor erased from history by forces beyond our understanding. Others suggest they might have been created by an advanced alien civilization to fulfill some specific purpose. These rumors even reached the creators of the animated movies, who denied any connection between their work and the discovery. However, theories persist, claiming the films were used as a deliberate distraction to integrate minions into popular culture, silencing any future discoveries. Furthermore, an even more shocking fact came to light. The minions have an inexplicable attraction to figures of authority and leaders, something that coincides with their portrayal in the films. Could this trait be a coincidence, or were the animated movies based on real accounts that are only now coming to light? Some conspiracy theorists believe the creators of the minions have known about these creatures for years, but were forced to turn everything into fiction to cover up the truth. But why would minions be drawn to leaders? Scientists began investigating this behavior. One of the most intriguing hypotheses is that they have a natural instinct to seek protection and direction. This raises the possibility that, in their original habitat, they evolved in an environment where following leaders was crucial for survival. Another theory suggests that this inclination to associate with leaders could be manipulated, which has raised concerns among researchers. What if the minions could be used as tools of control by human organizations? The ethical implications of this idea further divided the scientific community, sparking debates about the use of sentient beings in experiments. The discovery of these beings also raised an ethical question. How should we deal with creatures that, despite their small size, possess some level of intelligence? Activists have already begun protesting against the use of minions as objects of study. To them, these creatures should be treated as a unique form of life with their own rights. On the other hand, scientists argue that studying them is essential to understanding our own origins and perhaps unlocking the secrets of the universe. The ethical discussion surrounding the minions has brought to light dilemmas that have plagued humanity for ages. Some people have started comparing the situation to the exploitation of exotic species in the past, when colonizers viewed animals and even human cultures as mere objects of study. This perspective has sparked outrage among various groups who are demanding greater transparency from authorities. Conversely, proponents of the research argue that the minions present a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to expand our understanding of life and the universe. They believe that by studying them, we could uncover secrets about evolution, biotechnology, and even the existence of other forms of life in the cosmos. This tension between science and ethics has no clear resolution yet. But one thing is certain: the debate has only just begun. Now the big question remains: what else are NASA and Area 51 hiding? If creatures as iconic and improbable as the minions are real, what else might be beyond our knowledge? Are there other living beings we believe to be fictional, but that actually inhabit our planet? Only time and leaks like these will reveal the truth. In the meantime, stay vigilant, because the next updates promise to be even more shocking. After all, when it comes to the secrets of the universe, nothing is impossible. The minions were just the beginning of a long list of discoveries that might be kept under wraps. Imagine if other creatures we consider purely imaginative were also real. Unicorns, dragons, or even species thought to be extinct for millions of years that have survived in unexplored places. This possibility leads many to question the limits of human knowledge and how much we truly understand about the planet we inhabit. What if there are more islands like this one, hidden around the world, guarding secrets that could completely transform our perspective on life? The truth is out there, waiting to be uncovered, or perhaps protected forever.